Hello guys, this is Dunal coming at you with a Mega Construx video. And in today's episode, something special. We're having something special. Obviously using the title, these are the mystery heroes, the Halo Heroes in quotes. So what these are exactly is they were released as versus packs, I believe is what they were called. These packs, actually, I don't even know if they had a name, honestly, now that I think about it. But I believe they're just called versus packs, like Master Chief versus Brute Warrior and Master Chief versus Arbiter. So these packs were released separately. This one came out around the Halo Infinite time. These were closer to, I believe, 2018, 2019. So these two came together. These two came together with higher quality figures than normal, painted weapons, and base plates with their names on them. What does that sound like? That sounds like heroes. It's nothing else as compared to heroes, and so I display these guys with my heroes collection because I honestly consider them to be. There's another similar group to this, which would be the Blue Team and Fire Team Osiris teams that have been made in Mega form. Very similar. They have stands, they have painted weapons. So I might cover those in a future video. Stay tuned. But yeah, I just want to talk about these guys, have them be a part of the Halo Heroes series, because I consider them to be. And yeah, let's just get started. I'll start with the one that came out first. So, sorry if I'm a little stuffy. Allergies are really bad here where I live. So, obviously you get Master Chief and the Arbiter. Then you get painted weapons for all of them. I don't have all the weapons they came with, as they came with a lot. Arbiter had some plasma grenades, painted ones, as well as a carbine, which I don't have. And Chief came with a DMR and some frag grenades, which I do not have. But I do have their main weapons that, what I perceive to be their main weapons. So I'll just start with Chief. Why not? Sorry, Arby. So, actually, I'll bring him back. So this pack, before I talk about it, is obviously based on Halo 2, if you know your stuff. This is Halo 2 Master Chief. This is Halo 2 Arbiter. Specifically the anniversary look. It's meant to be Halo 2 anniversary, specifically. And this is a versus pack. But wait a second. Chief and Arbiter never fought. They never fight in the games. Their first time seeing each other in Halo 2 is, spoiler alert, with the Gravemind. And then next time they saw each other was in Halo 3 at the very beginning, after Chief crashes on Earth. So yeah, these guys never fight. It would have been really cool to see that, but this is kind of like a what-if scenario. Alright, I'm going to get started talking about the figures. So like I said, Halo 2, here's the base. Standard green with like a kind of faded, it's hard to see it, but the Master Chief is on there. So, for the weapons, you got two SMGs, the ones I have here. You can see that painted there. Looks really nice. And then you got the firing effect, which had to have been like brand new at the time. Get that on there. There you go. Yeah, really cool. These look fantastic, and they're like, I give them both because it's just like the Halo 2 box art. Alright, here we have the main man himself. So, 3 of these 4 figures, Arbiter, this Chief, and the other Chief, are some of my favorite Mega figures ever made, by the way. They are like some of the toppest tier, the best. And this Chief is a contender for the best Chief we've ever gotten. His armor color is perfect for the look of Halo 2 Anniversary. It looks exactly like it does. There's like he has dry brushing for metallic all over his whole body. It's very hard to see on camera, so what you're seeing on camera compared to what I'm looking at in real life, it's you're only seeing about 20% of it. There's so much more that you cannot see just because of light and camera things, but he looks fantastic. You got like scratches. You can kind of see some scratching detailing up here. You got like the, almost like in person, it looks like a gray stripe going down his head. Yeah, I think they got the shade perfect. Of course, you got the right shoulders. Everything looks just so good. And Halo 2 is is my favorite Halo game, if I haven't mentioned it before. And if I ever do, I was thinking about doing like a top 10 favorite figures video. He's gonna be in there. All right, moving on to the Arbiter. Like I said again, based on Halo 2 Anniversary specifically. So I'll talk about that. Here's his stand, purple, which is interesting. Not the first color I think of with Arbiter, but it's definitely very Covenant. Looks super sick. Here he is, the main man himself. So he comes with, in his hand, we got an energy sword. I think this is one of the best to ever, exist, I think. I would love to have multiples of this. This is super, like when I said the Anniversary Edition, this is one of the most telling things, because this, the way they did the energy sword looks just like how they did it in Halo 2 Anniversary. You even got like the gold paint on the hilt for that. That's so sick. And then a plasma pistol, which is kind of interesting. A bunch of different colors in there. You got gray, you got blue, and then some like orange for the heat bit. Just a very nice, that's one of the best painted plasma pistols we've ever gotten. All right, so remember I talked about that favorite figures video? This guy might be in like the top 5. This is my personal favorite Arbiter. He looks very accurate to Halo 2 Anniversary with the color scheme, with the paint, how shiny he is. Like, this thing is so shiny. He's even more shiny off camera. They really got the metallic right. My favorite thing they got right, though, is the purple undersuit. Look at that. Like look how they painted that. They painted it double so the straps wrap around and they're not silver. God, that just looks so good. The elites. He has the silver on the forearms, and then on this side it's purple. Yeah, not a lot of paint, but it's just the overall chrome of everything. I mean, the whole chrome, I believe, is just painted on. I don't think that's molding. Same Arbiter figure from, like, all of them. They're all the same mold, basically. Like, once they've got, like, the Halo 2, Halo 3 armor before, it never changed the mold. I would personally swap this head out for a gray one. That's just me, though. Like, gray for his head. Yeah. This is really perfect. I love this figure so much. 10 out of 10, no notes. All right, so then let's move on to the Master Chief versus Brute Warrior pack. I actually have the pamphlet for it here. This thing was super common. You could find it anywhere you wanted to. It's very cheap if you want this next set. Yeah, there's the verses. Cool little artwork. I like that a lot. Just shows you how to put the figures together and all their accessories. Here's the back, showing you everything you got. So yeah, these weapon packs actually come with a lot. So Chief had a painted sidekick. That's the ammo for his assault rifle. 2 frag grenades. Painted mangler. Painted shock rifle. Painted AR. 2 spike grenades. A sword. And a hammer. Over here it shows you the stands, the figures, and their weapons, how to assemble them. Wish I had the one from Chief and RV. Maybe in the future I'll get that. Alright, boom, here's our next set. Let's talk about them. I'll do the same order. I'll go Chief first. So, I don't have all the weapons with them. Like, I do own them all, but I just picked the ones that I think best looked with their characters. So, Chief. This one is another banger. yeah. Okay, before I get to the figure, before I get too excited. So here's his stand, right? You see how it says Master Chief on there in white? Here's the other one. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot more muted. Like, even just like at this angle, you can see it. There's a big difference. The text is all the same, but it's just the color of it, I guess, or the, I don't know, the reflectiveness maybe? Interesting. So yeah, here's this one, Infinite Chiefs. Let's talk about him. So first off, he came with this spectacular AR. Look at the paint on this guy. That's just amazing. The silver, the gray, the black. I think it's molded in black, which you don't get very often for the Infinite ARs. And then you can take this piece off if you want to, I guess. I don't know why you would, but for like a reload, if you're doing like a stop motion or something. Yeah, great AR. Here's Chief. So what I mentioned about the Halo 2 one is that there's so much of the dry brush metallic look that you cannot see on camera. You can see some of it, especially at the distance. You can see it on like the shoulders, on the chest, but you see so much more off camera. And this is my personal favorite Halo Infinite Chief. This is my definitive Infinite Chief personally. I think it just kind of clears all the others. I think the color is perfect. I think the metallic plus the color is what really makes it. Right now, well, you guys are saying he looks kind of basic, but if you find pictures of him with the all metallic, you'll really get it. Same thing as the Infinite Chief. It's all the same. Every Infinite Chief is the same. I wish we'd get an updated one with like proper shoulders maybe, and like the proper this, and it'd be kind of nice if you got a unique head mold for Infinite, but I don't think it'll ever happen. You got some extra paint up here for the bits of the armor, mainly just the wash, and then I love the 117 there. I really like how they do that. Yeah, like 10 out of 10 figure, no notes. And unfortunately, the least favorite of these guys has to be the Brute Warrior, just because he's an unnamed guy and relatively unspecial. So I'll go, here's a stand, all red and Vanish colors, Brute Warrior. Here's the figure. So I have him displayed with the gravity hammer he came with because it's painted. You got silver on there. You can see it when I try to light. There you go. Gray and silver, molded in gray, painted silver. Very nice. Love painted gravity hammers. I can't live without them. So yeah, here's the figure. So he used a lot of interesting parts, actually. No new parts for this figure, but just kind of hodgepodge. So he uses like the Infinite feet. He uses the Halo Wars 2 thigh armor, Infinite loincloth. I believe his chest plate is the Halo Wars 2 one, though I'm not positive about that. He uses like the same shoulders as the Arbiter, actually. He has like the Halo Wars 2 forearms, and then he uses the Halo 3 helmet, as well as the Craig head in white. So yeah, I think a really cool looking Brute. Honestly, I like the choice of the dark gray, it's like a dark silver, I guess you could call it. I think it looks pretty good. The helmet being like a different material from like the softer plastic here kind of makes it darker, but you tend not to notice, me personally. He has like paint on the helmet, which looks really nice. No paint on the back. He has these extra dots on the shoulder, very interesting. You know, paint there, paint there, paint there. Ankle gauntlets looking deal down here. So yeah, he's not as desirable as the other guys just because, one, this rank of Brute never shows up in the game. There's never a singular Brute in either Infinite or Halo Wars 2 that looks like this, which is unfortunate. It'd be cool to have this exact guy in game because he's just called a warrior, so like that's not a class or anything. That's not a rank. I still like him. I still have multiple of these guys. I think they're really cool. They came with really great weapons, but he's just like he's just kind of there, you know. Like, look at him. He's just kind of there. So yeah, there's all the figures from the Versus pack. All great. They're all great figures. Not a single dud here. 3 of them are some of my favorites ever. They'll be in my top 10 list whenever I make it. Yeah, I really love the concept of the Versus packs. I don't know why they stopped. I wish we got more. I feel like there's so much potential you could do for like duels whenever characters have duels in the series. or like specific boss fights. Like you could have like let me think. You could do an Arbiter versus Sesa pack. You could do, Noble 6 versus Elite General. I mean, the potential is limitless. I think it'd be a really good way to get some of those figures out there. Like you could do Chief, like Halo 3 Chief versus Brute Chieftain. There you go. Get the new Articulation Chieftain out there. I think it's sad they stopped. I hope they bring it back. I love these packs, and I do consider them heroes. So if you're doing a complete heroes collection, nab these guys. They're cheap. Honestly, they're really easy to find. They're not that rare, but they hold a little bit of value. More so these guys than these guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out all my other stuff. Leave a comment, leave a subscribe, leave a like. Anything helps grow the channel. I just want to reach as many Mega fans as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.